That was TUI by Trapped Under Ice. Their full-length CD, Secrets of the World, will be released through Reaper Records on August 4th. You can pre-order Trapped Under Ice's Secrets of the World CD and merchandise. To order, log on to www.reaper-records.com. To check out Trapped Under Ice's music, their MySpace page is myspace.com/underdice. Catch the band playing live on the 10 for 10 tour. For details, log on to myspace.com/10 for 10 tour. Hi, DJ Tina here, host of HMTV Canada Easy. With me today is Justice, vocalist for Trapped Under Ice. Hi Justice, congratulations on your album Secrets of the World, which will be released through Reaper Records on August 4th. Can you tell us a little bit about this album, the song tracks, their themes, any messages the band wants to convey to the listener?
Okay, yeah, like you said, the record is called Secrets of the World. It's our first full-length record. Stylistically, it's very similar to everything we've done in the past. The message is overall the same, and I mean, by message I mean we've touched a lot in the past about just like typical teenage young adult things like love and heartbreak and such like that. That idea appears again in this record, and then the idea of we sing about the world around us and how like the city that we live in and how the kind of things that are out there. I mean, like a lot of bad things in the world to get you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We touch on the same things as we have in the past. Also, I mean, when you write a full length, lyrically you have to expand on a lot more than you do on like an EP or a demo or something. So there's some new topics in the record, and like we change people, so it fits. Like we have songs about like touring and what touring and playing in a hardcore band means to me, and the way it affects the people around me and the people I love, and how it affects my relationship with them. Overall, I mean, like you said, as far as the theme, I mean, the theme is being a dumb kid and having everything at life that comes at you. It's lots of different subjects, and like the title "Secrets of the World." It's very vague and it's very open for interpretation. And I mean, that sums up just that, being a dumb kid to me, like not knowing everything that goes on in the world, all the secrets and all the things that I'm finding out as I grow.
Mm-hmm.
When I go on tour and I see new places in the world, and I find out how people act and why people act the way they do, and find out new things about society and how the government works and police and all kinds of different things. So, I mean, I guess the theme is just being young and growing and learning new things.
What motivates or inspires you to write these lyrics is that they're based on the urban environment that you grew up in, what you experienced in the past growing up as a child.
Some things. I mean, I wouldn't say that I grew up, like, I wouldn't have a terrible life, but I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
One big influence on the lyrics are the city that I live in and the things that I see in every day, not to glorify, like, negative things that happen in my environment, but it's not so much my environment because I stay out of trouble,
Right.
I don't want to glorify, like, drugs and all that shit that happens around me, but it's stuff that happens.
Mm-hmm.
And it is what it is, and it's it just fuels me to sing when I see those kind of things going around me, drugs, prostitution, just like violence.
Did the band members contribute their ideas to the lyrics?
No, I can't say so. I don't think so, no.
All right. Has there been any challenges to laying the song tracks to the recording of Secrets of the World?
I wouldn't say there's any challenges. I feel like we all are on the same page musically. Everybody has had a firm idea of what we wanted to do, and we went into the studio with somebody we worked with before. He knew us and what we wanted, and I feel like it was a pretty smooth process.
Does the band have an engineer helping them mix and master all their music production for this album?
Yeah, it was Dean Balchulinas who recorded the record. He mixed everything, and it was mastered by Magneto.
Okay.
A thing called Magneto. But beyond that, like, Dean has a lot of good advice, and you know, like he definitely contributed a lot to the recording.
Will you be producing any music videos from the song tracks off of Secrets of the World?
Yeah, well, we have two videos in mind that we want to work with. The first song on the record is called See God. We're planning on filming some stuff for that when we get home from the 10 for 10 tour. And then hopefully in the future we want to record a video for a song called Believe.
Who is the awesome artist that designs Trapped Under the Ice album covers? And is he the same artist that designs the band's merchandise?
Multiple different artists have worked with us on shirts and albums and everything. It's a big, huge collaboration. Dan Higgs, he did the artwork for Stay Cold. He's our old guitar player's father, and he's a pretty well-known tattoo artist. Our new record, Secrets of the World, the artwork was done by a man named DJ Rose, and the original piece, and then Busky with Act 1. And he took pieces of the Secrets of the World piece that DJ did, and he made designs, like t-shirt designs for that, and all kind of promotional tools. Like our guitar player does graphic design. His name's Sam. He's done some t-shirt designs for us and some different graphics and stuff. So it's a lot of different people who contribute ideas.
Do all the band members share the same influences for their music, and do they like to experiment and try new ideas for their sound?
So you say do all the band members?
Yes.
Okay. On some level, yeah, there's definitely things that we all like and agree on, and but I don't know, for the most part, I guess everybody kind of has their own taste, and I feel like that's a big part of what makes our band. It's so many different influences coming together. You know, like I could probably name a couple bands that we all listen to together and we all really agree on, but then I feel like everybody has their own thing, and everybody has their own things they bring to the table when it comes time to write, or, you know, even if a song's done and somebody else adds like just one little transition or one little note change or something to a song, it's lots of different influences that you know, make up our sound.
What's the music scene like in Baltimore, and how does this scene differ in comparison to other states or cities based on originality, and is metal music more of an underground scene?
I'd say Baltimore has a striving underground hardcore music scene. Mm-hmm. There's lots of bands out of our area, and I feel like there's like a specific sound that comes with a lot of Baltimore bands. But the thing is, like, a lot of the older bands in Baltimore never really got out and toured as much as, you know, a lot of bands in different cities do now. So I feel like Baltimore is like a relatively unknown scene, you know?
Right, okay.
Even more underground in that sense. But, there's like lots of bands like that directly influence us from Baltimore. You know, like, there's a band called Stout, like an old band called Gut Instinct, Next Step Up, Harsh Truth, Torn Apart. Tons of bands who like really, I feel like, have like maybe like as far as like timing and rhythmically, mm-hmm. I have their own style that I would say kind of defines Baltimore style hardcore. But outside of that, like the actual scene, like I said, it's doing well. We have a lot of young kids that come out and support all the shows, and we have a lot of people who've been around for a long time. People who've done bands for 20 years still come out and do their bands and check out the young bands, and I feel like that's our strong point, is different age groups all have a mutual respect for one another, mm-hmm. which a lot of places don't always have that. It's hard to obtain that kind of vibe, and we're fortunate that everybody gets along, you know?
Are you looking forward to the 10 for 10 tour? Have you had much reaction from your MySpace pages?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, it just started right now. The Ghost Inside's playing, so I'm not really sure what to expect yet. We play in a couple hours and we'll find out, but I've gotten a lot of emails from kids who are interested and think it's really cool, and obviously it is a really cool idea, you know, like the whole idea of like getting so many bands together and having like a fest that you can do cheap enough for anybody, you know, young kids that come, they don't have to fucking have a job or like beg their parents for money. It's $10. Like most people can afford that. But I'm thinking it's going to be great, and I'm hoping for the best. I expect good turnouts, and I'm excited. All the bands are really good.
What comes to mind as being the most memorable, funny, or crazy music venue, festival, or tour that the band has been on, and why?
I would say any tour we've done with Terror. They're all really good guys, and they look out for us, and they really help us out a lot. But more than anything, it's a blast. Like whenever we're around those guys, it's I don't know, like they're always getting into something. Like, you know, we just did Europe, and I'd say probably that. Maybe that might be one of the most memorable tours we've ever done. was we did Europe with Terror, Stick to Your Guns, and Born from Pain. And it was cool. Like, everybody in all the bands got along great. We were on a bus together, and every day we were out sightseeing, checking out all the cities, and everybody's really cool to each other and looks out for each other, and it's a good feeling.
What's the focus for the remainder of 2009? Is the emphasis on major touring to promote Secrets of the World, or does the band have new songs that they are writing currently?
We're always writing.
Okay.
And, like, we never stop writing. Anytime we're home for a couple of minutes, it's like, music's like, when it's that much a part of you, it's hard to just say, all right, I'm not writing music right now. We all write music separately, and every time I talk to someone else in the band, they say, hey, I got this new riff, or I got this new song. And we'll always be writing, but more than anything, what we have to really focus on is promoting this record. We're doing a lot of touring. We're going to Australia, trying to work out Japan. Like to go to South Africa. You know, we're doing a couple U.S. tours. Hopefully go back to Europe again in January. Got to really push it and get the word out to everybody. And then once that's done, we can spend more time to focus on all the stuff we're writing. But for the time being, we'll have plenty of material to work with when the time comes to start working on a new record.
If you had the chance to go anywhere in the world to tour, what would be your first pick? What country?
Oh wow! Well, I've always said as long as we've been a band, I've said like our goal, like my personal goal, was to go to Australia, and now that's going to be a reality. We're going in November.
That's awesome.
I mean, like that. I would say that, but since we're already going there, and if I have to pick somewhere crazy, I would love to go to. I don't know. Holy shit! I kind of want to go to Russia because I mean I've heard some bands are going to Russia, and like I don't know if the shows are good or what, but it's crazy to think that hardcore bands are going and playing in Russia. And I would love to be part of that. You know, pretty cool. Yeah. Maybe Korea or something. I don't know. The world's so big, and I want to see it all.
Yeah, that's true. Before we wrap up our interview, do you have any shout-outs to friends or fans?
Yeah, shout out to Reaper Records. Patrick Kitzel he runs Reaper Records. He's been like the 6th band member of Trapped Under Ice from as soon as we started, and he's an enormous help to us, and he's got our back no matter what. I want to shout out our friends in Terror. They're really good to us, like I said, and we're fortunate enough to be touring with them for another 5 weeks starting today. Okay. Shout out to bands back home in Baltimore. There's Mindset, Brick, got Alarmed, Ruiner, Stout, tons of cool bands doing their thing right now. Oh, Point Teeth, of course, from Baltimore. So, shout out to those guys.
I want to thank Trapped Under Ice, Jerry, and Reaper Records for this interview. Horns high, you rock.